Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Miss Lily English, your cozy place where learning English feels calm, friendly, and human. I'm Lily, and I'm really happy you're here with us today.
And I'm Jason. And Lily, before we start, I need to say something very important about you today.
Oh no, that already sounds serious. Should I be worried?
A little, because you look extremely calm right now, like suspiciously calm.
Suspicious calm sounds dangerous. I promise I didn't plan anything.
That's exactly what someone suspiciously calm would say.
All right, I'll be honest. This calm didn't come from a perfect morning or a perfect life.
I knew it! Nobody wakes up peaceful for no reason.
The truth is, about 1 hour ago, I seriously wanted to give up on everything for about 5 minutes.
Everything? Like English, work, dreams, life, breakfast?
Yes, even breakfast. And that's when you know the situation is critical.
Wow, giving up on breakfast is a red flag. We need to talk.
You know those mornings when you open your eyes, look at your life, your goals, your to-do list, and your brain immediately says, "No thank you, I quit. Good luck without me."
Like your brain hands you a resignation letter and walks away?
Exactly. Dear human, I'm tired. Please find a new brain. Love, your brain.
Honestly, that letter should be signed and printed.
And maybe you're listening right now thinking, yes, that's exactly how I feel.
Because this feeling is very normal and very human.
Especially when you're trying to improve something in your life.
Like learning English.
Yes, today we want to talk about those moments when you feel like giving up on English, on your dreams, or even on yourself.
That's why today's episode is called Don't Give Up on Yourself.
And don't worry, this is not a loud motivation episode telling you to wake up at 5 a.m. and work like a machine.
No hustle culture here. No shouting, no pressure.
This is a soft episode, a realistic one, a very honest one.
And the English level is B1. Easy conversation English about real-life feelings.
If you're A2, you're also welcome. Some words might be new, but we'll explain them slowly.
And if you're tired today, this episode is especially for you.
Jason, let me ask you something simple. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Ah, yes, the most famous sentence in the world.
What? It's a good sentence. Short, safe, no drama.
True, but usually when people say, "I'm fine," they are not really fine.
Okay, honestly, I'm tired. Not dramatic tired, just that quiet tired where your body's working but your soul is lying on the floor.
I understand that feeling very well.
And you, how are you really feeling?
I'm tired too, and this morning I almost quit the gym again.
Again?
Yes, again. I went one time, my legs hurt for 3 days, and my brain said, "Okay, great, we did fitness. Lifetime achievement completed."
One workout in retirement? I respect that decision.
And you know what? Many people feel exactly the same way about English.
One difficult grammar rule and suddenly that's it, I'm done, English and I are breaking up.
You see one confusing sentence and you want to throw your textbook out the window.
Or close it very politely and never open it again.
But if you're listening to us right now, something very important is happening.
It means you didn't give up yet.
You're still here, still trying, even if it feels hard.
And that already means a lot.
So today we want to talk about what never give up really means.
Because sometimes that phrase sounds scary.
Yes, never give up can sound like never rest, never cry, never slow down.
Just work like a robot with coffee.
That's toxic hustle, and we don't believe in that here.
Not at all.
When we say don't give up on yourself, we mean something much quieter and kinder.
There's a beautiful English word for that, perseverance.
Perseverance means you keep going for a long time, not fast, not perfect, just coming back again and again.
And another word we love is resilience.
Resilience is like a tree in the wind. It bends, but it doesn't break.
Life pushes you, but you stand up again.
So never give up doesn't mean never feel bad.
It means even if this week was hard, you don't throw your dream in the trash.
You can rest, cry, take a break, and still not give up on yourself.
But then the big question is, why do we feel like quitting so often?
The answer is usually not because you're weak.
It's because life is heavy.
We have obstacles like work, money, family, time, health.
And then we have setbacks. You try your best, and something pushes you backwards.
Like studying hard and still failing a test.
Or speaking English and someone laughs at your accent.
When obstacles and setbacks come together, life feels like an uphill battle.
Like walking up a steep hill with a heavy bag on your back.
You feel tired, overwhelmed, and slowly you start to lose heart.
And losing heart doesn't mean you don't care. It usually means you care a lot and you're exhausted.
And when you feel exhausted like that for a long time, something very quiet but dangerous happens inside you.
You start to believe a story about yourself that isn't true.
Yes, a story like, maybe I'm just not good enough.
Or maybe other people can do this, but I can't.
And slowly, that story makes you feel like giving up is the only option.
But today, we want to say something very important and very clearly.
Wanting to give up does not mean you are weak.
It usually means your brain and your heart are tired.
And tired people don't need pressure. They need kindness.
Especially kindness from themselves.
I want to tell you a very honest story from my own English journey.
Ah, yes, the famous moment when English almost broke up with you.
Exactly. A few years ago, I had what I now call my English meltdown.
That already sounds dramatic.
It was dramatic for me, even if from the outside it looked very small.
What happened?
I was watching an English video that everyone said was easy and simple.
Let me guess, it was not easy or simple.
Not at all. I couldn't understand one full sentence.
That feeling when your ears hear English but your brain hears space language?
Exactly. And on the same day, I got my test back from class.
Oh no.
The result was terrible. Really terrible.
So double pain, bad video and bad test.
Yes, and in that moment, I felt like I had hit rock bottom with English.
Hit rock bottom means the lowest point, no energy left.
I felt empty, disappointed, and very small.
What was going through your mind then?
I thought, maybe I'm just not good at languages.
That thought is very powerful and very dangerous.
I wanted to delete my notes, throw away my books, and stop completely.
Like a dramatic breakup letter to English.
Yes, dear English, we had some good moments, but this relationship is over.
So what did you actually do after that moment?
First, I did nothing.
Nothing can be a very brave choice sometimes.
I rested for 1 or 2 days. I cried, I watched silly videos in my own language.
You allowed yourself to feel bad instead of pretending to be strong.
Yes, and that was important because pushing feelings away only makes them heavier.
So when did things start to change?
After a short rest, I asked myself one simple question.
What was it?
Do I really want to give up on myself?
That's a very different question than do I want to quit English?
Exactly, and my answer surprised me.
Let me guess, the answer was no.
Yes, I didn't want to give up on myself, even if English was hard.
So what did you do instead of quitting?
I decided to push through, but in a very gentle way.
Not 3 hours a day, not crazy motivation.
No, just 10 minutes of listening each day.
10 minutes sounds almost too easy.
That's why it worked. Some days I listened to the same short podcast 3 times.
And you came back every day.
Yes, slowly, quietly, without pressure.
That is real perseverance.
After a few weeks, English was still not easy, but I felt stronger inside.
You started to bounce back.
Exactly. I saw a small light at the end of the tunnel.
Not a big bright light, but enough to keep going.
And that's something very important for our listeners to remember.
You don't need a miracle to continue, just a small light.
Feeling like giving up today doesn't mean you will give up forever.
You can feel done and still come back later.
Your story reminds me of my own moment of wanting to quit.
Ah yes, my famous I wanna quit everything phase.
Please tell us about that.
For me, it wasn't English, it was my studies and my life balance.
That already sounds heavy.
I was studying for a big exam, working, helping my family, and trying to be healthy.
That's a lot for one person.
After months of that, I looked at my results and thought, this is pointless.
That word hurts. Pointless.
I wanted to quit the course, quit the gym, quit everything.
What stopped you?
One honest conversation with a teacher.
What did she say?
She said, Jason, you are actually on the right track.
On the right track, just slower than you expected.
Yes, she showed me small improvements I couldn't see myself.
Sometimes we are too close to our own journey to see progress.
She told me this is the time to stay the course, not run away.
Stay the course means don't throw everything away in the middle.
Exactly. And I realized I wasn't failing, I was just tired.
That realization can change everything.
I didn't become a superhero, I just made the battle smaller.
Smaller battles are easier to win.
When the going got tough, I still allowed snacks, but I also did 10 minutes of focus.
Snacks and progress, a balanced life.
And slowly, things improved.
These stories show something very important.
Giving up is often about the pain, not about the dream.
Yes, people don't quit because they don't care.
They quit because caring hurts when you're tired.
And this is where positivity becomes very real, not fake.
Real positivity doesn't say everything is great.
It says, this is hard, but I'm still here.
It says I can rest and still continue later.
And if you're listening right now, you are already doing something positive.
You pressed play instead of giving up completely.
That is a small but powerful choice.
Sometimes not giving up doesn't look like action.
Sometimes it looks like staying connected.
Or listening to a calm voice when your mind feels loud.
Or telling yourself, I don't need to decide everything today.
You only need to decide not to throw your dream away today.
And that decision can be very quiet.
Quiet decisions are often the strongest ones.
So if you're feeling slow, tired, or behind, we want to tell you something important.
You are not broken.
You are not weak.
You are human, and humans need time.
And even slow progress is still progress.
Especially when you come back again and again.
In the next part, we want to talk about very practical ways to keep going.
Gentle ways that actually work in real life.
Ways to make the battles smaller, kinder, and less scary.
Because you don't have to fight your journey alone.
So after all these stories, I think it's time we talk about something very practical.
Yes, because feelings are important, but people also want to know what to actually do.
Exactly. When you wake up tired and think, I want to quit, what can you do instead?
Let's start with our first gentle idea, and it's a very simple one.
Make the battle smaller.
I love this one, because most people don't quit because the dream is too big.
They quit because the dream feels too heavy all at once.
Yes, when life feels like an uphill battle, we often try to run to the top of the hill in one day.
We look at the whole mountain and think, I must do all of this now.
And before we even take one step, we already feel tired.
For me, it's like looking at a very messy room.
Ah, yes, the famous messy room problem.
If I say, I must clean everything today, my soul leaves my body.
Same. I suddenly need a nap and a snack.
But if I say, I'll just clean this one table, suddenly it feels possible.
One table, one drawer, one corner.
English is the same.
Instead of saying, I will study 3 hours every day, you can say, today I will listen for 10 minutes.
10 minutes feels small enough that your brain doesn't panic.
And if you do more than 10 minutes, great,
But if you only do 10 minutes, you still win.
because you stayed the course.
I once had a student who said English feels like a giant ocean.
That's a scary picture.
She said, I don't even want to touch the water.
So what did you tell her?
I said, you don't need to swim the ocean today, just put your feet in.
Just 5 minutes.
Exactly, and she listened to one short English podcast while brushing her teeth.
That's it. No notebook, no pressure.
2 or 3 minutes a day.
And did it work?
After a few weeks, she said, now it feels strange if I don't listen.
That's the power of small steps.
Small steps turn an uphill battle into a walk.
So maybe today your step is 1 page, 1 sentence, or 1 minute speaking out loud.
And that is more than enough for today.
The second gentle idea is about something we don't always see.
The story in your head.
Yes, because the way you talk to yourself can hurt more than any test.
Many learners say things like, I'm bad at English, or I'll never be fluent.
That story slowly kills your resilience.
It's like trying to walk uphill while someone is pulling you backward.
I had this problem with my studies.
What did your story sound like?
In my head, I kept saying, you're behind, you're behind.
Even when you were actually moving forward?
Exactly. Small progress didn't feel like progress.
It's like watching a movie with sad music playing all the time. Even happy scenes feel heavy.
So the goal is not to lie to yourself.
Real positivity is not saying everything is perfect.
It's changing the story to something kinder and more honest.
For example, instead of saying, I failed, you can say, this is a setback, not the end.
Or, I'm on the right track, just moving slowly.
Or, I can bounce back from this.
These sentences are like putting a soft hand on your own shoulder.
They protect your heart.
When you protect your heart, it's easier to keep going.
I still do this today.
Really?
Yes, when my brain says, you're behind, I answer, no, I'm moving at my speed.
I talk back to my brain too.
What do you say?
I say, relax, we're doing our best.
That's a very kind sentence.
And kindness creates energy, not weakness.
But even with a kind inner voice, some days still feel too heavy.
And that brings us to the third gentle idea. Don't fight alone.
This one is very important.
When you feel overwhelmed, your brain often tells you you're alone.
But that voice is usually lying.
Almost everyone struggles quietly.
I remember someone once wrote to us and said, I'm the only person who struggles like this.
And under the same video, there were hundreds of comments saying, me too.
She wasn't alone at all.
She just didn't know her group yet.
When you share your struggle, you often find your people.
That person can be a friend, a teacher, or a study partner.
Or even an online community.
I have a friend I message when I feel like giving up.
What do you say?
I say, today was hard. Please remind me I can do this.
And what does your friend answer?
She says, you're tired, not useless. Drink water and try again tomorrow.
That sentence alone can change a whole day.
It doesn't fix everything, but it makes the weight lighter.
Asking for help doesn't mean you're weak.
It means you're brave enough to stay.
And when you take small steps, change your inner story, and don't fight alone, something interesting happens.
Giving up slowly loses its power.
Because now you're not fighting with everything at once.
You're just walking, step by step.
And sometimes not giving up doesn't look strong at all.
Sometimes it looks quiet.
It looks like listening to a podcast when you don't feel motivated.
Or opening your book and reading one paragraph.
Or saying, I don't need to decide my whole future today.
I only need to decide not to throw my dream away today.
That decision can be very small.
But small decisions repeated over time change your life.
In the next part, we want to talk about one last important idea.
Changing your plan without giving up on your dream.
Because sometimes the problem is not where you're going.
It's how you're trying to get there.
So now there is one last idea we really need to talk about before we finish today.
Yes, because this idea changes how people understand giving up.
Many people think, if I change my plan, it means I failed.
Or if I don't do it this way anymore, it means I gave up.
But that is not true.
Sometimes changing your plan is the smartest and kindest thing you can do.
Let's say your dream is to speak English confidently.
That dream is your mountain.
At first, you decide, I will study 3 hours every night.
After work, after life, after being tired.
And maybe you do it for a few days.
Then your body gets tired, your mind gets heavy, and you stop.
And when you stop, guilt appears.
And guilt says, see, you can't do it, you're weak.
But the problem was never the dream.
The problem was the plan.
Not every road fits every person.
If your shoes hurt on a long walk, you don't say, I will never walk again.
You change your shoes.
Or you slow down.
You walk instead of run.
So maybe instead of 3 hours at night, you change to 20 minutes in the morning and 20 in the evening.
Same dream, different shape.
Same mountain, different path.
Or maybe you always study with a grammar book that makes you feel bored and tired.
Every time you open it, your body is there, but your soul is on vacation.
In that case, changing to podcasts, stories, or videos is not giving up.
It's choosing a road your brain doesn't hate,
You are still moving toward English.
just in a kinder way.
Sometimes people say, I promised myself I would do it this way.
But promises are not prisons.
You are allowed to adjust.
You are allowed to learn what works for you.
Another example is goals.
Many learners set very heavy goals.
Like, I will be fluent in 1 year.
That sounds exciting, but also very stressful.
And when progress feels slow, people feel like failures.
Instead, you can say, my next goal is B1, then B2, and I will see.
That is not weakness.
That is wisdom.
And sometimes changing direction doesn't even mean English.
Sometimes it's a job, a course, a routine that is hurting you.
Choosing a different path doesn't mean you stopped caring about your life.
It means you care enough to protect yourself.
Never give up doesn't mean never change.
It means don't stop caring about your growth.
And if you are still listening right now, you are already doing that.
You might feel tired.
You might feel slow,
You might feel behind.
but today you didn't give up.
You pressed play,
You stayed.
and that matters.
Before we finish, let's take a slow breath together.
No rush,
Just breathe in.
and breathe out.
Now let's gently remember what we talked about today.
We said never give up is not crazy hustle.
It is quiet perseverance and resilience over time.
We talked about obstacles, setbacks, and uphill battles.
And we said feeling like quitting does not mean you are lazy.
It means life is heavy,
We shared stories of hitting rock bottom.
and how small, gentle steps helped us bounce back.
We talked about making the battle smaller
Changing the story in your head.
and not fighting alone.
And finally, we said this.
You are allowed to change your plan.
You are allowed to rest,
You are allowed to slow down.
but you don't have to throw your dream away.
If you remember only one sentence from today, let it be this.
I can rest, I can change direction, but I will not give up on myself.
And now we want to hear from you.
In the comments, you can finish this sentence.
One thing I don't want to give up on is because
It can be your English, your health, your family, your confidence.
anything that matters to you.
Your grammar doesn't need to be perfect.
Just be honest.
We really read your words.
And they help us feel less alone too.
Like we're all sitting in one big, cozy room practicing English together.
And not giving up together.
If this episode helped you even a little, please like and subscribe.
And maybe share it with one person who needs a soft reminder today.
You can also listen again and repeat some sentences out loud.
Even that is a brave step.
Thank you for spending this time with us.
I'm Lily,
And I'm Jason.
and this has been Miss Lily English.
Stay kind to yourself.
Keep going one small, gentle step at a time.
And don't give up on yourself.